Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This message is sponsored by Greenlight. With school out, summer is the perfect time to teach our kids real-world money skills they'll use forever. Greenlight is a debit card and the #1 family finance and safety app used by millions of families, helping kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. Parents can send their kids money and track their spending and saving, while kids build money confidence and skills in fun ways. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/Spotify. That's greenlight.com/Spotify.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi. Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
What the hell is wrong with New York, my friends? Why am I all of a sudden sounding like I'm 80-year-old Jewish man? What is happening? Yeah, this is a good one too. This is what's been happening. Like, Trump has done a lot of stuff. The crime thing is the latest, but the big beautiful bill, and the SNAP and the welfare and the Section 8 housing and all this. Years and years ago, let me tell you a little story, kids. Sit down, get your pajamas on. When I was a little tyke growing up, my dad and mom divorced. My dad went out to California. I guess he figured I need to get as far away from this woman as is humanly possible and still stay in the continental United States. So my mom was raising myself, my brother Joe, and my sister Dawn by herself. She worked quite a few jobs. We never wanted for anything. And but she worked hard for it. And we knew she worked hard for it. Christmas was never a disappointment. We had gifts and birthdays, and dinner was always, we didn't have store brand stuff or anything. It was Del Monte and Green Giant, and she made sure that we had everything we needed. When school came up, the supplies we had little ridiculous shirts and ties. We're tied to school like I was making a business deal. Because that's what a caring, loving parent does. They're not looking for an angle. They're not looking to screw someone over and utilize their kids to get something. Now, they have so many iterations of welfare programs. And by the way, there's no shame to it. I'm not even talking about the people. The people have no shame. They're yelling for more. But there was a shame factor to handing over what were called food stamps back in the day, as I like to call it. And if you were at a checkout in a supermarket and you pulled those food stamps out, the people didn't want their faces to be seen. They were embarrassed. And look, some people genuinely needed them, and it was just embarrassing. Embarrassment is a great, or at least was a great motivator. People used to not want to be embarrassed. I swear, kids. There's young people now watching going, what? But everyone wants to be embarrassed now. You yell at a McDonald's, you throw things around, you argue with the cops, you're on welfare, you have 20 kids. Don't people want to be embarrassed? No. Back then, people did not even want to be embarrassed. I swear, look it up. So that's how it used to work. There was an incentive to get off of welfare just because you felt bad being on welfare. Imagine that. Imagine that your feelings and your dignity was the drive behind wanting to get off of welfare? Yeah. Swear. Now? There is no embarrassment, no pride, no anything. There's actually, this is it. Where's mine? I want more. So now Trump, big beautiful bill, he's made it so that people that are able to work have to work. I know, crazy. It's like the gulag. But that's what it is now. And lo and behold, that lack of embarrassment I'm telling you about, there are people going online, putting themselves on video to complain that they are now required to work to either get a lower amount on their welfare or you know, they're going to be cut off anyway. The point here is you have to work. You're able to. If you're disabled, you can still be on welfare, SNAP, whatever it is. But if you are capable of working, you have to work. And this is an injustice. Here's a woman angry, and putting her face on the internet that she has to now work to get her benefits. Watch. Listen.
In 2 years, I'm going to lose my housing. All because the guidelines for Section 8 have changed since you-know-who got into office.
Could you pause this for a second, please, at the studio? Did you hear what she said? In 2 years, I'll lose my housing. Could you imagine? You went through school, maybe even college. Maybe you went into the trades. And it's not your parents you're living with. But somehow, some way, you got 2 years of housing for nothing, for free, to build yourself up, build up a nest egg, build a career, just something that after that 2 years, you have a launching point. She's bitching that she only has 2 years to do something with her life to be a contributing member of society instead of a burden. And again, not an ounce of guilt or embarrassment putting her dumb frig face online for everyone to see as she complains about this. Let's continue.
That if you have a child that is school aged, meaning if you don't have to stay home with your child, you have to be able to obtain employment, have a full-time job, and you cannot be on Section 8 past 2 years unless you have a disability. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yes, I can.
God forbid I have the stress of being a single mother, right? I have to depend on the government to help pave my way. Because
okay, pause again, because
it's really hard raising a child.
This is another thing. Remember, I don't know, I know I probably skew a little older than I did when we were putting girls in 55-gallon drums and dumping fish guts on them. So I'm assuming there's some people here who might remember something called the 80s. This woman is complaining about working and having kids and having to lead a life that we all had to lead. This is what living in this country is. You weren't supposed to just get a free ride. And back then there was this criteria where you had to work and you were embarrassed by not working and earning and supporting this family.